PewDiePie. When I first saw PewDiePie, I didn't understand what his name meant. I thought it was Pewdiepie, which didn't really make a lot of sense, but then I heard someone saying, like, oh, PewDiePie. That kind of makes sense, like Cutie Pie. Except it's PewDiePie, like, pew, pew, you're shooting a gun. Yeah, so I felt kind of stupid, especially since I'd said it before to people, and they're like, why are you saying it like that? But that's regardless. Basically, there's a lot of controversy going around about PewDiePie. First off, background, he is a very popular YouTuber. He makes video gaming commentaries. He's the second most subscribed channel for gaming on YouTube, right after Machinima itself. He has over 3 million subscribers. He's getting a ton of views, millions and millions of views. I average at least 1 million views a day. I don't know the statistics off the top of my head, but he's very, very popular. He's making money hand over fist. He also sells t-shirts too, so he makes money from that. And a lot of people are having complaints about him. They're saying that he does things that are emotionally dishonest and manipulative. One big example of this that I've heard is with the whole King of the Web deal. If you don't know what King of the Web is, basically a site where you can nominate yourself or other people who are YouTubers. They get their audience to vote for them, and whoever gets the most votes wins cash prizes. And the idea is you put that back into your series. Like, you can buy new cameras and lights and rent equipment and stuff like that. The thing is, when he was running for the King of the Web and the prize was like 5, 6, 7, 8, I don't know how many thousands of dollars, it was some pretty nice pocket change, but he was saying that he had never had that much money before in his past, and some people were like, why are you saying that? Because you're making hand over fist just a ton of money doing YouTube. And everybody knows this when they look at YouTube. Some people are like, oh, well, he's just the poor defenseless guy, just barely limping along. That may have been true in the past, but when you're making money on YouTube, it's so easy to make a profit, especially from me. I barely get any views at all, but I still have a partnership, and looking at my CPM rate, how much money I get per thousands of views, and considering that he's more popular than me, he's going to have higher audience retention, he has a better contract than I do, considering that he's going to be making thousands of dollars a month, probably hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. He's going to be making so much money. So why would he lie about that? Why would he say, I've never seen that money before, I'm struggling, please help me? These are the things that people are talking about. And apparently right now, there's these raids going on about anti-PewDiePie videos. People who have criticisms of PewDiePie are being attacked, they're being downrated to hell. Like, there are people who are getting thousands of dislikes, which is basically unheard of, unless if you're Rebecca Black. And a lot of people are asking why. And the reality is, the smaller your channel is, the more it's going to be concentrated with normal people, I suppose, or honest people who are really listening and want to interact and have a closer connection to the video maker. Like, as someone who's still very, very small, I'm getting like maybe 200 views a video. I have a very close connection with people who interact. I recognize a lot of the same names, and I can tell that. But when a video blows up, because I've had a few videos that get thousands of views, a lot of the comments are much less intelligent and much less expectant of interactive comments. And people talk about this all the time when they get big. They talk about how their audience is less personal and they don't like that. And at that point, the only benefit of having a large audience is you can make more money off of it. But also, people who are willing to be more interactive, like me, I'm subscribed to people who have smaller channels, but when they get bigger, it's harder to do that. So the most part, what you have are this younger people, like young teens, like 12, 13, 14, 15. And people at that age tend to not be that good for thinking for themselves. They tend to go a lot on emotions. And when they see their hero, PewDiePie, or whoever it may be that day of the week, and they say, oh, well, this person is attacking me, or they just know that someone is attacking them, they're going to be very upset about that, and they're going to be very defensive, and they're going to downrate their video. And I view this approach of just downvoting someone because you think that they're going to say something you don't like is very, very bad. I'm a very huge proponent of freedom of speech, and if I see a video that someone uploads that disagrees with me, I try and watch it, and even if I know I'm not going to be convinced, at least understand their perspective. Now, you might think that I'm dancing around the bush, like I'm not getting to my main point, like I'm not giving my criticisms of PewDiePie. And in reality, I am, because I don't really have any. Like I said, that's the main point, people just insulting PewDiePie and saying that he sucks. Now, with the King of the Web, or him, I don't know if he's actually arranging these raids on channels or videos. I don't know if he's doing any of that. Is he responsible? I don't know. Is he a bad guy? I don't know. Is he abusing people? I don't know. I'm not saying that he sucks. I've never even watched a PewDiePie video. I just see this going on, and this type of activity where the fans just go around and destroy everybody who criticizes him really disturbs me. So this is kind of a test. This video is about 5 minutes long now. I'm going to call it something outrageous like PewDiePie sucks, or fuck PewDiePie, or something like that. And I'll see what happens. Maybe it'll just go by unnoticed, but maybe a bunch of people will come and tell me that I suck for criticizing him, and why don't you just not watch it if you don't like it? And see how many of them actually sit down when someone's criticizing something that they hold near and dear to them and actually think about what they're saying. If you really are a fan of him and you're going to take offense to someone criticizing him, I don't think you should have a problem with this video because I haven't said anything directly negative about him. I'm not insulting him. I don't know much about him at all. I'm just talking about the idea that you should not attack people for having a different perspective than you. So, let's see what happens.